What role is NATO playing in the current phase of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and how does it plan to address Russian drone and missile attacks? Because negotiation talks is going on, plans are going on, but attack is also going on.
I think this has become a peculiar war. Nobody is trying to move away from their aim or goals that they want to achieve. Russia has set certain conditions, and Russia will probably not budge from their point of view, because they understand that Europe is fully dependent on USA most probably now. So, and USA also cannot really come with the full power to help Ukraine. So, Russia is taking advantage of that situation. And Zelensky, first of all, how far can the Europeans continue to help Ukraine is a big question. How much can USA support Ukraine? There's a big question, because at the end of the day, the USA has to decide that they have Israel in one hand, they have Ukraine, and they are probably going to get involved in some other places also. So, how many places will they be able to contain, and how will they control all these things? This is a big question, as they said, because we are back to square one.
Right, sir. I have a news that Russian forces launched drone and shelling attacks across Donetsk and Kherson regions, causing casualties and underscoring renewed hostilities despite diplomatic overtures. Sir, Brigadier General Shafaat, I just want to know that President Putin is reluctant, news says, but he is attacking, continuously attacking on civilian areas.
You see, one thing to understand, Russia will not let Ukraine remain in calm or peace unless they come to their terms, because from time to time he will keep on hitting the targets. Because Zelensky thought that probably with the help of European Union, NATO and US help, he will be able to win over the situation, that he could not. And as far as Putin is concerned, he is sure, he is confirmed in his mind that at the end it is going to be the Russian victory, because he is going to get all the things that he is asking. As you said, probably Trump is asking his envoy to go to Kiev, and so that they can work out a deal, and deal is on the terms of conditions given by Putin. So, Putin will keep the pressure on till they reach a solution on the terms of Putin.
This is the difference between a KGB guy turns into politician, president, and a businessman turns into politician and a president.
You see, Putin is a veteran. He had been through this for almost 40 years. You look at his career, and in that sense, Trump is a new entrant in the game of politics, and especially the world politics. Putin plays his cards very carefully, very carefully, and all calculated. Putin's actions, Putin's deliberations are calculated, and they ensure that they get very positive result. Now, Trump has been sort of, there have been knee-jerk reactions by Trump at times. And he thought that probably just because USA is the #1 military power, will be able to push through everything. And as he could get a commitment from NATO to increase their defense expenditure, so probably that he thought that he will be able to bulldoze his way through the Ukraine war. But that's not the case.
Iran sanctions deadline, there is a deadline for sanctions. Diplomatic talks underway. Diplomats from Britain, France and Germany, also known as E3, are meeting with Iranian counterparts in Geneva for last-minute negotiation. The goal, avoid reimposing sanctions via the snapback mechanism ahead of a looming deadline. From a military perspective, how do you see this E3 negotiation meeting?
See, there are two aspects if you look into it. One, the sanctions that they are posing on Iran, it is hurting Iran, no doubt. but it is helping Iran to be a sort of a big power, because slowly and gradually Iran is developing itself to the extent that they will probably will not have to look to anybody else. Iranians, mind you, one thing, it is civilization, it is not a country. So when you are dealing with a civilization, you have to be very, very careful. Iranians are a nation who have never been under subjugation. So you are trying to deal with the people who are very proud nation, very energetic, and very patriot. So when you are dealing with them, it is very difficult to break their will to fight or break their.
Sir, you says dealing with Iran is difficult because this is not a country; it is a nation, or it is a civilization. General Shafaat is taking preparations to have to put his arguments on this.
No, see, it's not what Pakistan can give us. It's for us to decide how much help we can want from Pakistan. Because we as a nation are divided. We cannot decide what is our national interest. If we can decide as a nation that this is our national interest, we can move on that. But as long as you have this division, we will not be able to really achieve much.
I totally agree with General Shafaat. I know you are doing a lot of work on this and you have vast experience on Rohingya issues. We will definitely make one special edition on this particular issue, because Bangladesh is facing a lot of trouble. World is endorsing Rohingyas to stay here, but Bangladesh is not capable to host such a number of Rohingyas right this moment.
Let me finish what I was saying. This Bangladesh succeeded in repatriating in 78. 92-93, again Bangladesh succeeded. Why Bangladesh failed in 2017?
Yes, sir.